Breaking news now on CBS2 News at 5. A pango washes ashore. Homeland Security has made several arrests.
CBS2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live in Huntington Beach where the suspects were rounded up. Michelle.
Specifically on Pacific Coast Highway in Surfside, which is just south of Seal Beach. Now, Homeland Security agents have just briefed the media, and they're saying this is being investigated as a suspected smuggling operation. What the agents are saying is that there are 12 people in custody. 10 of them are of Chinese descent. 2 of them are Hispanic. Now, let's roll the video that we have for you here. Exactly where this group came from and how long they've been on this boat is not known yet, but officials are saying that they are in good condition, and it did not appear to, or they didn't appear to have a large amount of rations with them. Witnesses are saying that this group came ashore around 2 o'clock today, landing in Surfside. The suspected migrants split up, some of them running into the Caton Surf Shop on Pacific Coast Highway just south of Seal Beach, others going into a coffee shop that's under construction. They were looking for a phone. Some of them were trying to hide, and they did not speak English. That's according to the people who saw them.
One guy was just kind of standing around. They pulled out a piece of paper with a phone number and tried to call, but the cop got him too soon, and one dude hid in the dressing room, and the other dude was just I don't know what to do.
A couple of them wanted to come into the store, and they weren't speaking English, but they asked for the bag, and we said we're not open, so we kind of turned them away.
We see different trends at different times of the year. This doesn't surprise me. We've seen smuggling vessels that happen at any time of day and or night. I know that in the recent past we've had a couple down in southern Orange County that have come in the cover of night, but at the same breath I've seen them come in the middle of the day, right here into Davies Launch or anywhere here along the Orange County coast. So time of day doesn't really tell me anything at this point in time.
Now, all of those people are now in the custody of Homeland Security and Border and Protection. The authorities here on scene couldn't describe what this boat looks like or precisely where it was docked or where it washed up. We believe it is on the bay side, however, not the ocean side, which would put it near Anaheim Bay, which is Navy property. Again, 12 people. We saw at least one woman here. Everyone was checked out by paramedics, and they appear to be in very good condition. We also asked whether it's possible that some people escaped, and the authorities are saying yes, there is that possibility. That's the latest live here in Surfside. I'm Michelle Gili. Back to you.
Thanks, Michelle. Now we have breaking news in Houston, Texas, where 5 police officers have been shot.
Yeah, those police officers were reportedly serving a warrant when this happened. CBS2's Sharon Tay joins us from the newsroom, has more details. Sharon?
Indeed, a very intense scene in Houston right now. In fact, it is still an active scene right now. Dozens of first responders rushed to the scene, including the SWAT team. The shooting happened in a residential neighborhood. Officers were reportedly serving a narcotics warrant. The 5 officers were rushed to a hospital. One of them had to be airlifted. Shortly after the gunfire, Houston's chief of police tweeted this and asked followers to pray for the officers as he headed to the scene. A neighbor described what she heard.
And I heard like a loud knock, and I thought somebody was knocking on my front door. So then I heard it again. I'm like, oh, I think somebody had a car accident. So then I looked, and then I heard again, pop, pop, pop. I said, that's not a car accident. That sounds like gunshots. And it was like truly loud gunshots.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued this statement saying, in part, this evening's horrific attack on police officers is a solemn reminder of the service and sacrifice our brave men and women in law enforcement make every day to keep us safe. The city of Houston and the Houston Police Department will have whatever state resources they need to bring swift justice to those involved. Well, tonight, 2 of the officers are in critical condition. 2 suspects are reportedly dead. Police have set up a perimeter for a possible 3rd suspect who apparently is on the run. We will continue to follow this breaking news for you, and we will bring you more information as soon as we get it in. Back to you, Pat.
All right. Thanks so much, Sharon. Now more breaking news. A 21-year-old woman is behind bars suspected in the hit and run that killed a college student this weekend. Detectives say Leila Gonzalez of Bell was behind the wheel of a black SUV that struck 21-year-old Angelina Pinedo. The victim and her sister were in a crosswalk when Pinedo was hit. The driver first stopped, then took off.
Shocked. I screamed out, "No, don't leave!" And you know, obviously to no avail.
The most amazing soul. And I wouldn't be surprised if she would be here telling me to forgive that person.
Sadly, Pinedo's father was killed by a hit-and-run driver when she was a toddler. Her mom died soon afterwards. Pinedo is from the San Gabriel Valley and was a junior at San Francisco State University. Gonzalez is being held on $50,000 bond.
And now developing news in Lake Elsinore. A deputy-involved shooting has left one man hospitalized. It started with 911 calls coming in of a man walking around with a gun. CBS 2's Adriana Weingold is live for us in Lake Elsinore with what went down. Adriana.
Well, certainly some scary moments for the people who live in this neighborhood. It happened here on Robin Avenue here in Lake Elsinore. Now, we're told by deputies that the calls started coming in around 10:30 this morning from neighbors, as well as from an animal control officer who reported seeing a man walking around this neighborhood with a gun. Neighbors had their cell phones rolling as they watched in shock as deputies opened fire on a man with a weapon roaming the streets near their home.
It sounded like fireworks.
I think it was like 10 to 12 gunshots. It's like a lot.
Riverside County sheriffs say they got several calls around 10:30 this morning from neighbors as well as an animal control officer saying there was a man walking near Raven Drive in Lake Elsinore carrying a gun. When officers tried to stop the suspect, he ran through the neighborhood into the side yard of this home.
We believe there was a threat to public safety in the immediate area. We responded officers from our Lake Elsinore Police Department.
Investigators say it could be the same suspect who prompted a barricade situation Friday night just a couple blocks away, but they're still working to identify the suspect. Neighbors we spoke with are shaken up.
My sister locked the door and she didn't come out. She didn't know anything. She just heard the ambulance and everything, that's all.
3 deputies were involved in the shooting. The suspect was taken to a local hospital for treatment. And none of those deputies involved in this shooting were injured. As for the suspect, deputies are still working to identify him. However, they say that he is recovering at a local hospital, and right now he is alive. Live in Lake Elsinore, Adriana Weingold, CBS 2 News.
Adriana, thank you. A hazmat scare at a Marina Del Rey hospital today. A liquid oxygen leak forced the emergency room at Cedars-Sinai to shut down. Surgeries were canceled. Traffic had to be diverted away from the hospital, but the hospital says nobody was hurt by the leak.
Oh yeah, the Rams are in the house. Super Bowl week officially kicking off in Atlanta right now. This is opening night of the big week before the game.
And now take a live look at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the Super Bowl is going to be played this coming Sunday. The LA Rams, of course, are there. You just saw that. New England Patriots, they're there.
And we will be there in just a couple of days.
Right.
And our Jim Hill is there right now. He joins us live from Atlanta where the players and the coaches are meeting with the media. Hi, Jim.
Pat, hello to you and Jeff, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, home of Super Bowl 53, and it's going to be a great game. Now, over my right shoulder, Pat, you just got through talking about, is a Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's indoors. That's where the Super Bowl will be held on Sunday, and a game you can see right here on CBS2, and it promises to be a great game, that is for sure. Now, let me take you just to my left. To my left right now is the State Farm Arena. That's where the Super Bowl festivities really began tonight with Super Bowl 53 festivities going, and of course everybody is interested in meeting both teams, and it was the Rams who took center stage first, coming out Jared Goff, Aaron Donald, and running back Todd Gurley. Head coach Sean McVay was last to be introduced by the Rams today, and when he got to the podium, I asked him about the enormity of this evening.
It's pretty surreal. I mean, just to have the opportunity to be here with this team, these players, these coaches is special, Jim. And you know, when you really look back on just the journey throughout the season to be able to get to this point, can't say enough about our players, their mental toughness. It's special, and what'll be even more special is if we cap this thing off the right way, Jim.
How will you keep them from being in awe after this start?
Well, I think we want to be able to enjoy this atmosphere and take it all in, but at the end of the day, you know, we're here to try to go win a football game and keep the main thing the main thing. We've got a mature football team that knows how to prioritize things, take it in, but then, you know, when we're getting back to locking in on the preparation with regards to our plan and fine-tuning it. We trust that our players will be ready to go, and focus and concentration will be solely on that.
And Pat and Jeff, as you can tell, it's really amazing how cool, calm, and collected head coach Sean McVay is, and that's the way his team is. And of course, they want to get out of here because the New England Patriots will come in after the Rams leave the stage. But there's one other interesting point about tonight's festivities. As soon as the Rams finish, the Patriots and the Rams will go on stage together and take pictures, and then we'll get a good look at their eyes to see just who's going to try and intimidate who. Whoever does it, we'll find out on Sunday. Super Bowl 53 right here on CBS2. Reporting live from Atlanta, I'm Jim Hill. Pat and Jeff, back to you now.
That almost sounds like a weigh-in for a boxing match.
Exactly.
But you know, Jim, before we let you go, what was the club's demeanor when they walked on the stage?
You know what, Pat, you're absolutely right about that boxing analogy. It is going to be like a heavyweight championship weigh-in. But I was really pleased to watch the Rams when they came out. They seemed relaxed. They were smiling and laughing and joking and taking pictures. And, of course, people like Aqib Talib was wearing a lot of great jewelry. So that tells me they're going to be ready to go come Sunday. And we'll see who comes out on top. And there will be some trash talking, that's for sure.
For sure. Jim Hill for us in Atlanta. Boy, Jim, it's looking great. Thanks so much.
So, opening night tonight, then tomorrow, head coach Sean McVay, quarterback Jared Goff, and 9 other players will meet with the media. The Rams will practice every day this week at the Atlanta Falcons training facility in North Atlanta. On Saturday, the NFL Honors Ceremony will be held, and the league's MVP and Coach of the Year will be revealed.
And it all leads up to Sunday, Super Bowl 53 right here on CBS2, your official home of the Rams. And the big game.
Jeff, Suzanne Marquez, and I will be joining Jim Hill in Atlanta for our Super Bowl coverage coming up later this week. And still to come here at 5 o'clock, our Rams Super Bowl coverage continues with a look at the major makeover going on at the iconic Randy's Donuts.
Plus, it's Goff versus Brady, Belichick versus McKay, LA's young guys versus New England's, well, we'll call them older leaders. We break down the record-setting age gaps and the history each man could make with a win on Super Bowl Sunday. Remember, it's all straight ahead. As our countdown continues to Super Bowl 53 right here on CBS2 this Sunday.
And also ahead here at 5 o'clock.
The special story behind the coat and the Rams coach, what he was wearing when he arrived in Atlanta for the Super Bowl.
And 2 on your side gets results after an insurance company denied a wheelchair for this little boy. Coming up, we will show you what happened after our story aired.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Kemp. We are tracking beautiful weather today, but things are about to change around here. Your forecast is on the way.
Here's a sweepstakes that sports fans will love. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, courtesy of the Los Angeles Rams. Donate $100 to the United Way of Greater Los Angeles, and you could be on your way. Price includes 2 Super Bowl tickets, travel to and from Atlanta on a Rams charter, hotel, and an autographed Jared Goff jersey. Go to UnitedWayLA.org/Super Bowl for official rules. No contribution necessary to enter. Must be 21 or older and a California resident.